With 1 week away from school starting in the Midstate, the pressure is on for parents to check off school supply lists. But getting a hold of a popular attention deficit disorder medication might be difficult. It's an issue that's forced some Midstate pharmacists to turn away patients and has parents scrambling to get an alternative drug this school year. Arena, good morning. Why are some pharmacists saying this is the worst Adderall shortage they've seen in decades?
Good morning, Brittany. You know, the FDA is listing manufacturing delays with Teva, one of the biggest producers of Adderall, as one of the reasons why the U.S. can't meet market demand. Even the workaround for families getting the generic drug could face similar accessibility problems. As we inch closer to the first day of school, though, some school leaders are saying the ongoing shortage could lead to obstacles in the classroom.
After 21 years in education, principal of Woodville Academy in Macon, Sherry Knipe, knows how to spot the signs of a shortage.
You can usually tell when they don't have what they've normally been having. A day that would normally be very calm in a classroom could be disrupted because that child wasn't able to have that medication that day or that week.
Teaching about 65 students with some form of attention deficit disorder, anxiety, or autism, Knipe is among the thousands of educators who are feeling the effects of a 7-month-long nationwide Adderall shortage. According to the FDA, it's a problem she says she sees reflected in the classroom.
The behavior change we saw here at school was they were more emotional during the day. If they deal with aggressive behaviors, we started seeing some of that. They couldn't stay focused, wanting to be up, moving around the room. And it not only affects them, it affects their classmates and their teachers.
For pharmacies looking to supply Adderall, 64% of 360 independent pharmacies said they were having some trouble getting the drug, according to the University of Utah Drug Information Service report. It's a tough pill to swallow for your corner drugstore owner and compounding pharmacist, Dr. Matthew Fraser, who gets daily calls for medication that he has to turn away in order to have enough meds for his current patients.
In the 20 years I've been in pharmacy, I've never seen this many drug shortages in the market, especially, things that are so common, like generic Adderall. I've probably had 15 or 20 calls just in the last week for medications like Adderall.
It's a drug that both Fraser and Knipe says is in high demand this school season.
If you've been on something like that to help you concentrate and then all of a sudden it's not there, you're going to have a hard time concentrating in school, sitting still, paying attention. It's going to affect all parts of your life.
There's a medical piece, there's an emotional piece, and then there's an academic piece. And without that medication piece and medical piece, you're not going to be successful.
Now, on top of those problems, according to Dr. Fraser, there's a limit placed on local pharmacies. As it stands, the Drug Enforcement Administration limits the amount of controlled drugs pharmacists can sell based on the amount of non-controlled medication they have in their inventory. Now, I'll be tracking the nationwide inventory levels as the new school year begins. Reporting live in studio, Irina Plunkett, WGXA News.